Yo, Ovi's NHL, we are back. Oh, it's been literally like a couple days since the last stream. But anyways, we got the game 2s of the first round starting now. Gonna do 4 games tonight. It will go down to, let me see, Nashville, Winnipeg, Vegas. Okay, it will go from the first 4 games of the game 1s, and it'll be the same order. So Nashville up first. So Winnipeg leads this series off of a 3-1 win in game 1 by the Jets. So this game right here should be a battle. Let's get it going. This should be great. Here we go. Okay, I just had to correct the controller. Let's see what we got here. Saros. Is there not another goaltender for them? Or no, there isn't. Okay. Saros was spectacular in game 1. But gave up just a couple goals. Alright. Let's get this going. Ovi's NHL community. Game 2, Nashville against Winnipeg. Let's go. Welcome to Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, Tennessee, as it is time for Game 2 of this Western Conference Central Division Series between the Jets and the Predators. The Jets took Game 1 on a 3-1 victory. Here we go in Game 2. Marchessault will get it for the Nashville Predators, puts it around the net. Here's Alexander Carey, who had one of the assists in Game 1. Here's Velarde, feeds it to Kyle Connor. We'll send it. Covray will get it to the point. Here's DeMello, shoots a tip there, I think, by Velarde. Stop it there by Saros. Forsberg will move around and dodges him. Accidental shot toward the net. Oh, good stop by Hellebuck. Great front pass, and he was stopped right on the doorstep. And here comes DeMello. He's in, shooting, and Saros making the stop. DeMello pretty much did not have a lot to shoot at there, except just to test him out. Yeah, if you want to test out the goaltender, go ahead. It's the best way to try to beat your opponent. And that's exactly what happened there. Just test the goaltender out. Eventually, it will get through. Josh Morrissey gets fought off the puck by O'Reilly. Morrissey again. DeMello is with it. And DeMello will wait it. And that pass, I think, meant for Scheifele, but intercepted. And here's Cole Perfetti. A pass! And Saros a big stop off Nikolai Ehlers. What a good look. Some good looks here early by the Jets. O'Reilly off the draw, now it's Perfetti. That pass intercepted by Lauzon. Ryan O'Reilly. Shea. Nyquist will send it. Here's a chance, and fanned on it as he was trying to prepare a wrister. And here's Nikolai Ehlers. He'll reverse around the net. O'Reilly's got it on the far side. And now it's Nyquist. And he gets knocked down. Lauzon is going to come through center. Lauzon will center it. Shea shoots, and blocker stop made by Connor Hellebuck. Will send it. Lauzon deflected, goes just wide, and collected by Sandberg. And Scheifele has the puck. Mark Scheifele shoots, blocker stop by Saros. Going behind the net. Scheifele is with it. Lauzon. Luke Evangelista gets a bump from Niederreiter. Lauzon is with it. He'll get it over to Brendan Smith. Smithy's in. He shoots it. Stop made by Hellebuck. A good deke to change the angle. Miller, Lowry. Here's Velarde, who had the second goal for the Jets in game 1. And a shot. Saros the save, and he hangs on. Scoreless so far, 10:30 into this opening period. McCarron and Colvery on this draw. One by Colvery. Here's a shot that was tipped by Colvery, but it hits the center of the stick. And here comes Hauerlux. He shoots it. Stopped by Hellebuck going into the corner. Colvery, what a dodge of the hit there. And here she is. She shoots it. Blocker save there. And putting it around the net. Colvery goes right after him after taking the shot. Fought off by the goaltender. Parsonen will center that. Broken up. And behind the net. And Miller somehow missed it. And it's behind the net. Here's Logan Stanley. Will free it up to Connor. Here's a backhand. Velarde did not miss by much. Lowry. One-timer, and Saros will stop that one. Hanging on for the whistle. Stamkos and Lowry on this face-off. And it's caught by Philip Forsberg. Now Stamkos. Marchessault waits it. Carrier will send it shooting. Good look and a save by Hellebuck. And Iafallo comes up with it. And stolen by Yossi off of that board battle. Big hit there at center ice. Saw that the last second. Good pickpocket there by Stamkos. Stamkos will come in. Alexander Carrier through a screen. Hellebuck makes the save. A screen cut by Josh Morrissey, I believe.
I mean, it was kind of hard to tell on that one, but here's the hit. Just says seconds earlier. Morgan Barron on Philip Forsberg knocks the helmet right off Forsberg's head.
And Lauzon, a shot. Hellebuck will let that stick to him and hang on for the whistle. There's Sissons and Scheifele. One by Lauzon, his shot just wide. Dylan Sandberg is up with it. Here comes Mark Scheifele, waiting for assistance. And that's way out of the zone. What is Sandberg doing?
I have no idea, but he was way over there.
Pionk will get the pass, and that's intercepted back to Pionk. And an offside warning for Winnipeg. Here's a chance. One-timer opportunity. And Perfetti clears it away. But Pionk will beat the icing. And Nemestikov immediately taken off his stick. Off the skate of Shea, caught by Pionk. Here's Sandberg up with it. And he'll blast that one on the blocker side and stopped by Saros. And trying to get it in front, and that's knocked away. And for the first time this series, we are scoreless after 20 minutes of play. Good last chance there for Sandberg. We are scoreless after 20 minutes of play. First intermission.
All right, and the shots after that first period, 9-8 in favor of Nashville. Hits are 14-12 in favor of Winnipeg. Time on attack, 3 minutes and 19 seconds for the Jets, and 1 minute and 43 seconds for the Predators. Passing percentages, 78.9%, now technically 79% for Winnipeg, and 76.7% for Nashville. Face-off wins 6-1 out of 7 face-offs. No penalties so far. Let's get to the second.
All right, OV, thank you very much. And here we go for the second. Covray and Stamkos on it. And Covray wins that opening draw of this middle frame. And pickpocketed there by Yossi. Here's a Velarde as he went to retrieve that loose puck. Here's Morrissey. Velarde centering that, blocked off the skate. Here's that shot, goes up in the air. Covray knocks it down, but caught by Alexander Carrier at the slot. Marchessault's gonna come in. Marchessault centering pass. Here's a shot and a stop off Yossi. Off a great slap shot. And that was kind of the misdirection there. Here's Kyle Connor with it. Nice move, but still takes a hit from Yossi. Carrier again. Forsberg, who has the opening goal of this Central Division series. That shot is blocked and that is out. Gonna dump it in off of the offside warning. DeMello, and that one just missed, and here's a chance, and it's Michael Bunting. He's in, and a blocker save by Hellebuck. And here's another one, and Hellebuck with another one. Nashville in control early in the second period, 5:13 in.
Oh man, it's been physical for Nashville in this first part of the period, and nothing much to say. Honestly, Nashville's doing a great job in the offensive zone, keeping the pressure on.
And a shot, scores! And Nashville for the second straight game has the icebreaker. Ryan O'Reilly is the last one to touch it as he got the redirect. His first Stanley Cup playoff goal.
Not sure how that ends up getting to the pad of Hellebuck here. We'll get a good look here. Let's take a look. Deflected by O'Reilly. Oh, and it's gonna go off the tip. It's gonna go off the toe of the pad of Hellebuck. He moves the pad so that the puck is behind him, and then Hellebuck kicks it in around that.
Well, this time in the second period, the team who struck first in game one strikes first in game two.
Ryan O'Reilly.
You don't need a rider.
The assistant
now on
number
to
3,
Appleton.
Jeremy
Here's Bianca
Lozon.
Blast, and that hits
And number
O'Reilly, I think that
76,
is.
Brennan
Shea.
Skiji.
Skiji,
Time of the goal, 5:32
Here's O'Reilly.
of the first
Get it at the
period.
point. Here's Lozon.
That
A
is
tip there.
O'Reilly,
And
his
that
first of the
has nowhere to
playoffs.
go.
From Lozon
And here's
and
Skiji. Good save made by
5:32
Hellebuck.
of the first
And
period.
that puck goes around the boards. And here's O'Reilly trying to center it. Oh, good check from behind. Dylan Sandberg with a great defensive check. That was a close one, as Nashville almost took a 2-0 lead. Michael Bunting is with it. Centering it. Alexander Carrier's shot was stopped in the boards, and here's Stanley. Here's Connor. We'll get it to Stanley. Here's Velarde. Miller dodges that poke check. Miller a blast and a kick saved by Saros. Here's a shot, tip, and Saros another one. Making a couple of stops as the Jets try to play the puck close to the net as possible. Covray and Stamkos on this draw. And Covray wins it. Here's Stanley, a shot. Tip, scores! Logan Stanley will celebrate as he will get it. And the Jets, for the second game, this is exactly how game one started off. 1-0 Nashville, and then the Jets tie it. It happens again. And Logan Stanley has his first of the playoffs.
And this one is another deflection. Not sure who it hits off of.
We'll get a
might get a good look here. Let me see. Oh, it's going to hit Marchessault as he's going for the dive block, and then it changes direction off the post and just sneaks over the line.
That was the best look to see how that goal happened.
Winnipeg Jets goal.
Indeed.
His first of the playoffs. Scored by number 64.
And Forsberg will get it
Logan
around.
Stanley.
Here's Kyle Connor
The
on it.
assist to number 6. Colin Miller.
Logan Stanley
With number 88.
will center it. Colbert.
Time of the goal.
Colbert will get it
11:32
around.
of the first period.
Pass and trying
That
to go
is
from a
Stanley,
very sharp
his
angle,
first of
but
the playoffs
Saros held
from
that
Miller
post.
and Colbert at 11:32
And
of
here's
the
a
first
shot
period.
and a stop rebound and close call there. And Colbert is in front. Can't get a shot to go. Here's a shot. Oh, and what a block by Yossi.
That's a big set. That's a big block there by the Nashville captain as he's feeling that.
And here's a shot. Good look for DeMello, and he's stopped by UC Saros. We'll get it to Ehlers. Mark Scheifele shoots it. That one is blocked. Jonathan Marchessault. He's onside. Marchessault stopped by Hellebuck. A great chance to get Nashville back in the lead. And trying to get it to DeMello, but that's way out of his reach, and offside warning. Never mind. Here's a pass. Here's a shot, and Skiji is stopped by Hellebuck. Bunting. He gets it back. Here's Skiji. He shoots a tip on goal, and Hellebuck the save with the right pad again. Adam Lowry and Ryan O'Reilly around the net, and here's Nyquist. Somehow Barron takes that away. Here's Lowry trying to get a far pass. He will get it to Barron. Morgan Barron. Barron will take a shot and fought off there by Saros. And getting it, Nyquist will send it. Bunting fires, and that was a rocket that just got deflected over the net. Telling him to shoot, but Winnipeg will take it away. And that will do it for the second period. We are tied at 1 from those 2 goals that came in that period. So Logan Stanley has one of the goals. Wait, who has the other one? Wait, no, never mind. So Ryan O'Reilly and Logan Stanley, the goal scorers in that second period. Let's give you the stats, Ovi.
All right, thank you very much. The shots at the end of that second period, 9-7 in favor of Nashville. Going to a total shots of 18 Nashville, 15 Winnipeg. Hits 20 each for each team. Time on attack, 6 minutes and 44 seconds for Winnipeg, and 4 minutes and 52 seconds for Nashville, almost 5. Passing percentages, 83.1% for Winnipeg, 77.3% for Nashville, and the faceoff wins are 9-4 in favor of Nashville. Get it for the third period now. This has been a great game.
It has indeed, and let's see what the third period will look like. And Carrier on the Marchessault as this is a good possession to start off the period, and an early shot was stopped by Hellebuck. And a takeaway, Stamkos will get it to Forsberg in front and can't get it. Try to bank it in off the goaltender, and that doesn't work. DeMello, a pass to Velarde. Here comes Velarde. He'll shoot it. Glove saved by Saros. No one around him, so he plays it. And no one accepts that for Nashville. Here's Morrissey sending it in front. Colbert almost gets her first goal as a Jet. a shot. Good save by Hellebuck. Carrier will send it. Stamkos will get it and knock down. What a play there by Colbury. And now she's on a 1-on-2, but three in the zone for the Jets. Here's Colbury getting across. Perfetti shoots in. That's over top of the net. Colbury regains possession, but Saros is going to reach to grab that puck. O'Reilly and Scheifele. Here's Brady Shea. And centering it. In for a good look. What a stop from Hellebuck. Another incredible stop. And now here comes a chance for Cole Perfetti. Not enough room to skate that. And now Scheifele's going to regain that. Missing everyone. Michael Bunting reversing back. Gets it to a wide open Brady Skiji. He just skated a little too early there. And Nyquist losing that puck right at the slot. And that will be icing on the Jets. A powerful pass all the way across the ice. .12:07 to go in the third. We are looking for the tiebreaker. Here's Nikolai Ehlers. Gets it to Pionk. Here's Scheifele. One-timer. Good save for Saros. He hangs on. Off the shot by Dylan Sandberg. Sissons and Nemestikov, won by Nemestikov. And getting it on goal, and Saros another one there. That time off Nemestikov. Here we go, the same two guys, Sissons and Nemestikov. Won by Sissons of this time. Tomasino. Brandon Smith will center it, getting it, one-timer, oh, and Spencer Stastny whips on that. And somehow that didn't get to him. Logan Stanley, somehow to Nemestikov, Miller fires and stopped by Saros. Getting it, Appleton will center it, here's Nemestikov, trying a shot, poked off of him. Here's Brandon Smith. Smith is going to come in. Waiting for we're waiting for teammates. Here's Tomasino now. One-timer, good stop by Hellebuck. Over 100 miles an hour for Steven Stamkos on that one-timer. 7 minutes now to go in the third. Might go to overtime. We'll see what happens. Good hit there. And getting it, trying to go in front of with it. And that one's cut off there by Forsberg. Down low, Marchessault. Back to Forsberg. He gets it. Marchessault, slapper, stop there. Here's Forsberg. And getting it, a shot blocked by Velarde. And here's a pass. Josh Morrissey cannot have enough room there. Here's Kyle Carter. Oh, what a stop from Hellebuck. Sorry, Saros, excuse me. Colbury's on it. Spinning. Here's DeMello, a shot. That goes high. And here's Carrier. Stamkos will feed it. Here's Marchessault. He's in. And a stop rebound. The two whacks at it. And can't get it through. Trying to feed it across. And that didn't go. And here's Nikolai Ehlers. And here's a shot. That one was blocked, and now it's Brady Shea. Lozon. O'Reilly on the zone entry. He'll send it up. Here's a shot and a stop by Hellebuck. Off the blocker. Perfetti, and that one broken up by Bunting. Another one broken up. Final minute left to go in the third. Perfetti, and that's broken up by Nyquist. Nyquist, backhand pass to Shea. Here's Michael Bunting, centering it. A shot, and Hellebuck reads it perfectly. Sandberg was screening his own goaltender there and somehow was able to fight through that. Well, 39 seconds on the clock here in the third. Pionk will get it to Niederreiter. Nino Niederreiter will go in. Pass it from Nemestikov. He whipped it wide of the net. Here's a shot, another stop. Getting it, sending it across, but Spencer Stastny was on that interception. Tomasino, Spencer Stastny. Here comes Parsonen. Parsonen will get it, and Hellebuck another one. 10 seconds left. Jets have to hurry here. Appleton's going to come up. He'll fire, and a stop by Saros. And this second game of this series is going to overtime.
Oh boy, what a battle it has been in game 2 of this series. Looking for the game winner now.
And there's the stats here. Oh, go for it, Ovi.
Shots at the end of the third period. 11 for the Predators and 10 for the Jets. Shots total 29 Nashville, 25 Winnipeg. Hits 37-35 in favor of Nashville. Time on attack 10:07 for the Jets and 7:21 for Nashville. Passing percentages 81.9% for Winnipeg, technically 82%. 76.4% for Nashville. And the faceoff wins 12-7. I'm surprised there has not been any penalties in the recent games.
Well, the teams have been pretty careful, but they will eventually get a penalty. But here we are in overtime as Kovray wins the opening draw. Kovray to Velarde. We'll send it. Kovray, that one blocked off the skate of Forsberg. Here's Kovray with it again. At the point, here's Morrissey. Getting it across and behind the net and picked off by Marchessault. And Steven Stamkos with it in his own end. As he'll reverse for Nashville a little bit. Here comes Marchessault. Here he is, shooting, and a blocker stop there by Connor Hellebuck. And Nashville has its first possession in the Winnipeg end in overtime. Marchessault's shot was stopped. Marchessault again. Yossi. Stamkos. Now it's Carrier. We'll center it to Marchessault. He shoots it. Good stop there. Marchessault behind the net. And it's held in by Brady Shea. Shooting through traffic. A bunch of bodies in front of the Jets' goal. And Hellebuck is able to see that.
Some good looks here for Nashville in these last few minutes here. It's been great. There's a last good chance there for Jonathan Marchessault, a former last year's Stanley Cup champion with Vegas. He gets a great chance on net there.
Scheifele and Stamkos. Won by Nashville. Here's Forsberg. Lausanne. Intercepted Cole Perfetti. Here's a chance. Mark Scheifele. Scheifele will pass it back. Perfetti. Scheifele will get it. Pionk will fire off the mask of Saros. And that almost led to a sneaky one. Here's Philip Forsberg on this one. Going for a back skate, but wraps it around the net. Going in front. Oh, and Pionk was right in the crease to take that pass away. What a good look that was. And Stamkos. And now here's Neil Pionk. Will get it. Here's a pass. Logan Stanley. That pass intercepted. Here's Alexander Carrier. Will send it. Nyquist will get it across. And a stop by Hellebuck. A big one there. And here comes Appleton. We'll send it around. It's Niederreiter. Here's a shot. That one was blocked. And here comes Nyquist. Nyquist is in on a break to win it. And a stop rebound. And he could not get it on his stick. Oh, what a chance for Nyquist to tie the series. And trying to get it on net. That's far wide of the net. Stanley will get it. Here's a shot. DeMello in the traffic, and that one didn't go. It's a 2-on-0, it looks like. Nyquist again. And a stop by Hellebuck.
Man, Hellebuck is really solid in these overtimes.
Tomasino, a blast, and what a block by Kyle Connor. And here's Colbury up with it. Here's Connor. Gets it to Colbury. That one was blocked by Tomasino. And now we'll take it. Here's Evangelista. Will center it. Tomasino. Sasny. Luke Evangelista. Blocked again. And now it's Morrissey to the point. Kyle Connor shoots tipped on goal. Good save by Saros. That was right against the logo. Brandon Smith. O'Reilly. Waiting for the change to be completed. And DeMello to Colbury. Not going to get much to go there, as Colbury was kind of offside on that. And a shot tipped just wide. And trying to get it in front, but Stamkos is on that. Colbury. Sandberg firing, and that was kind of deflected, but Saros will hang on. 3:49 to go in overtime. Number 1. Who will get the winner? Colbury and Sissons on this draw, and Sissons has got it. And Smith is on it. Sending it around, Sandberg, Sissons, and Colbury on the interception. Taking it up. Here comes a chance at 2-on-1. We'll center it. Velarde, and shot it right at Saros. There was kind of room there on the glove side, but somehow he could not bury the win. Colbury and McCarron. Harlux. And here's Parsonen. We'll center it. Here's a shot. Scores! Game winner in overtime. Brady Skegee. And Nashville has tied the series with the game winner. And Nashville is on their feet, and they're going home happy.
Well, that's a great setup and kind of changes of direction here. Parsonen is going to fake the shot there, go around it with the pass, and that one sneaks right through the 7-hole of Connor Hellebuck, the goaltender who has been clearly the best goaltender in this game so far. And the Predators go home happy. They're going home happy and sending the series to Winnipeg with the series tied at 1.
We thank you for watching this intense game, and we will see you in Game 3 pretty soon.
Oh my God, that game was insane, Chad. Holy. All right, let's get the Oilers on air. All right. All right. A 6-2 win in Game 1 for Vegas. Let's see what happens in Game 2. All right, I'm my fault. All right, gonna love this game. Okay, Skinner and Belanger to start this game. Belanger has played every single playoff game so far in the last year. This is the second year in a row he might just be able to start in goal for the entire playoffs. Who knows? Anyways, let's get Game 2 going. Let's go.
Welcome to Rogers Place in Edmonton, Alberta. Oil Country ready for the second game of the series. Vegas took a 6-2 win in Game 1. Hopefully the Oilers are expecting a better game in this one. As we are underway, Zach Hyman with the first possession. And early shot again by Skinner, rebound early. And Belanger makes the first stop early. As the Oilers getting a great opportunity.
In this game, if you're the Edmonton Oilers, you want to be handling the speed of your opponent. Use the speed against.
And here's a chance, Ivan Barbashev, and a save made by Skinner. And Connor McDavid losing the puck. Eichel and Pietrangelo against the boards. Pietrangelo, Hannafin will send it. Here's a chance. Barbashev in and stopped by Skinner. Clears it out. Trying to center that, but Pietrangelo intercepts it. And Eichel is with it. Trying to center that, but that's intercepted. And here comes Zach Hyman. He's got speed. He's on the back end. Scores! Zach Hyman has the icebreaker in Game 2 for Edmonton. Another great start early for the Oilers.
Yeah, Jeff Skinner got the opening goal of the series in Game 1 with a goal that came about like a minute or two into the game, and this one comes 3:33, I believe. Sorry, 3:32 into the game.
Goal! Good start for the Oilers as they look to put on the pressure. And here's Travis Dermott, shot stop, rebound in front, and Holtz has got it. Here comes a chance here for the Golden Knights. Middle to Soul, stopped by Skinner. And here's a shot that deflected wide. And we are going to get a penalty here on Vegas. Here comes Colray. He's in, and he shoots it just wide of the target. Here's Dermott. And there's a one-timer. And Belanger makes the save. An interference call, they say, on Tomas Hertl.
We'll get it right there, and oh yeah, it's on Darnell Nurse right there as he's guarding the front of the net.
This is the first penalty I think we have seen in the playoffs so far. There has not been a single penalty. I don't think so. This is the first one we will see for now on. Leon Draisaitl, Nurse. Hyman, Draisaitl, Nurse again. Hyman wants to switch with Nurse, he does. And here's Nurse, a shot blocked, and he'll send it down, but not out. And McNabb will send it full down the ice. Zach Hyman. Nurse, and that will be icing on Edmonton as a missed pass over to Nugent Hopkins was just way out of his reach. Nugent Hopkins and Tanner Pearson won by the Oilers. Nugent Hopkins entering center. He'll go all the way through. Here he is, he's in, and a stop for Belanger. And he got tripped up, and no one calls it. It stays 5-on-4. Corey Perry centering pass. Pietrangelo on the turnover. Tanner Pearson sure-handed, but he'll dump it in. And it's Pietrangelo who ends up getting that puck in the end boards. Here comes McDavid. McDavid looking for it, and Belanger a save. Well, Arvidsson was right there for the taking, but McDavid had to at least go for a chance because he had a guy right on him. Henrik Karlsson. McNabb, and here's Arvidsson, and good luck. Belanger with a big stop. McNabb centering it to Karlsson, faking it. Going around the net, going in front. Oh, and that was almost a own goal for the Oilers. And getting it, blocked off the leg of Brandon McNabb. Here comes the captain. And another turnover. 2 seconds and 1 left to go on the power play. And a good save there off Karlsson by Skinner. Arvidsson is on it. Power play comes to an end for the Oilers. Corey Perry. Oh, and here comes the chance for Holtz. And he does not allow him to get through. And Skinner with a smart poke check to get it out to center. McDavid, he's gonna go around, trying to outrun. He's trying to outrun Eichel here. McDavid will shoot, scores! Connor McDavid, his second of the series. That's 2 games in a row with a goal for the captain. And the Oilers have their first 2-goal lead of this series. Well, this is similar to that goal in Game 1 though that he had to make it a 5-2 game, and that one is one that also sneaks through. And now the Golden Knights are having trouble now as Bruce Cassidy is not liking this from his team. McDavid now the leader in points with 3, but it's only the Game 2 so far.
Edmonton Oilers goal!
And here's Colbray, a blast, and that's into the side wall.
Scored by number 97.
And Colbray, Ty Emerson down the block. Brent Kulak, Draisaitl, passing play, good stop for Belanger. Colbray's on it.
Time of the goal.
Scores! Victor Arvidsson!
David has second goal of the playoffs,
and it's
10-13 of the first period.
Oh man, this is intense from the Oilers. Quick passing plays. No one is on Victor Arvidsson here. Like, look at how wide open he is. You got 2 Golden Knights that are in the corner to go for the puck. You gotta have one guy on another. Like, this is unreal.
Edmonton
What a
Oilers
great game
goal!
so far this is for the Oilers, and they lead 3-0
first of the
already in
playoffs.
this game.
Scored by
McDavid
number
again, and a stop for
33,
Belanger.
Victor
Hanifin to Orfiev.
Arvidsson.
Here's Nicholas Waugh. He's stopped by Skinner.
Number 49.
That's wide.
Ty
Hanifin. Ty Emerson on the break.
And number 16.
Pietrangelo will dump it in.
Cover.
And here's a pass in front. Orfiev by Skinner. Pietrangelo, another one. stopped by
That is
Skinner
Robertson,
again.
his first of the playoffs.
Well, the Oilers
From
now trying to
Anderson
slow their
and
game down. Though you got a
Coley
3-goal
at
lead now in the first period.
11:42 at the first period.
You understand there's a lot of time left, but you got to be able to try to defend your net at the moment.
Nurse, Dermott, Adam Henrique, and a nice move, and Belanger will just catch that to not allow a rebound for Connor Brown. Nugent Hopkins and Carlson. Here's Dermott. Here's Henrique. A shot, that one stopped by Belanger. And here's Carlson. Victor Olofsson. And no one there. Whitecloud onside, they say. Carlson's shot. He misses the target. And that's out of the zone. And icing is not gonna be called on the Oilers. And here comes a chance for Whitecloud. Whitecloud, one-timer. Olofsson stopped by Skinner. Corey Perry, slow to get to the other side. Here's Dermott, checked by Whitecloud. Wall, Eichel on Kane. Nurse, and took it away. Mark Stone is in on a break. Here he is, and a save by Skinner. And gets another one. Skinner another one. Two great chances for Mark Stone to try and get Vegas going. Faceoff wins 9-1 in favor of the Oilers as they have been in command in this first period so far. Ekholm sending it to Colbray, shooting, and a stop there.
Well, the Golden Knights did a good job there to block the shot, at least. Sorry, no, the shot did count, actually.
Victor Arvidsson, the recent goal by the Oilers to make it a 3-0 lead over the defending champs in Game 2 of the first round.
Well, what a intense period. Shots are 15-10 in favor of the Oilers. Hits are 11-8 in favor of the Oilers. Time on attack, 2 minutes and 55 seconds for the Oilers, and 2 minutes and 6 seconds for Vegas. Passing percentages, 85.9%, technically 86% for the Oilers. Vegas was 68.3%. And Edmonton on 10 face-off wins already, and Vegas only 1. The penalty minutes, 2 minutes, and sadly Edmonton could not capitalize on it. That is the first penalty we have seen in these playoffs. Back to you.
All right, thank you very much, OV. And here we go for the second period. And it goes around the net. Here's Noah Hannafin. Physical early. Bruce Cassidy hoping his team can do better in this period. Bouchard trying to clear. Caught by Stone. Oil Country is alive. Here's Pietrangelo. Stopped by Skinner. Hanging on.
Just a couple of seconds ago, a big hit by the captain, Mark Stone, right there on Hyman.
Oh, and here's Mark Stone on the take. Here's a one-timer, and Skinner somehow stopped after all that traffic. Connor McDavid is coming in. He shoots in. Pat stop Belanger, and it goes wide. And here's Skinner shooting, and another one. Hannafin. Stone again. Pietrangelo. Jack Eichel's gonna come in. Nice move. Backhander. And Skinner stopped, but nice move by Eichel. Draisaitl and Hurdle. All the way down. Here's Holtz. Centering it. Now it's Whitecloud. Stop. Rebound. Oh, what a stop by Skinner. Down in the side. Classic move. And that shot goes over top of the net as it was deflected. And Whitecloud misses that. It's back in the Vegas end. Hurdle, Theodore, and here comes Darkness Soul coming in, and he snaps it high. And Hurdle will wait it. Zach Whitecloud faking it, gets it again, scores! Darkness Soul gets Vegas on the board. His first of the playoffs. And the kid is now set and going.
Well, there's his first goal since late last year, and that's a big one to get Vegas on the board. Just a couple minutes
Vegas
minutes
Golden
in.
Knights goal. His first
Victor
of the playoffs,
Olofsson.
scored by number 13.
We'll send it
Darkness
around.
Soul.
Emberson,
The assist to number 2.
Carlson,
Zach
good take there by
Whitecloud.
Connor
And
Brown.
number 48.
Here's a
Tomas
chance here.
Hurdle.
Nice move, but can't get
Time
there.
of the goal.
And
7:08
Connor
of
Brown
the second period.
will take it.
That is Soul, his
Emberson
first of the
and a rocket
playoffs
just
from
wide.
Whitecloud and Hurdle
And here's
at
Olofsson.
7:08 of the
Olofsson.
second period.
Will spin around and getting it. Olofsson a block and will send Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins will center it in front. And Belanger a big stop. Oh, gives it away to Henrique. Connor Brown in front and a stop there. And getting in front, another one. And that goes out of play. What a great opportunity for the Oilers in that situation.
Well, Connor Brown gets a good chance there, and a lot of physicality too. You talk about big hits. That there was one there.
That one goes wide. It's onside. Matthias Janmark on the zone entry. Here's a chance. Oh, what a stop off Kane by Belanger. Another big stop. And Ekholm on the take. Nicholas Waugh will go in front. And Bouchard cuts it off. Corey Perry behind. And now it's Perry will get it in front. That doesn't go in. That doesn't go anywhere. Perry will put it back into the Vegas zone. And here comes a chance for Stone. Stone is in. Scores! Mark Stone, the captain, makes it a one-goal game in Rogers Place.
Well, that first goal really did give the Golden Knights some hype. And now it's a one-goal game in the second. Eichel to Stone here, and that is a good play shot. Like not like the goaltender not knowing where he's gonna put this puck away. And there's some celebration on the bench there for Bruce Cassidy and the coaching staff.
Eichel now ties McDavid for the leader in points in the Stanley Cup playoffs with 3.
Vegas Golden Knights goal. His first of the playoffs, scored by number 61.
And
Mark
Hanifin
Stone.
far off.
The
Here's
assist to
Eichel
number
with
9.
it.
Jack Eichel.
Mark Stone
And number 15.
Centering
Noah
it over,
Hannafin.
and Bouchard
Time of the goal.
gets the interception there.
13-17 of the second period.
Connor
That
McDavid.
is Stone, his first of the playoffs.
Nice
Then
move.
Eichel
He still gets the puck. He's in on goal. Oh, what a move for McDavid. A great chance for him, though.
Oh man, that was a spectacular play by the captain for the Oilers. And oh my goodness, what a hit he had. What a hit he got there earlier in the play. That is huge.
Here's Nurse onto Dermott. That goes on goal, so somehow off a pass. And Eichel will dodge that. Just to the point, kicked out there by Skinner. Here's Zach Hyman now. Travis Dermott. Now on to Darnell Nurse. And getting it, and interception there from Tomas Hertl. And here's Shea Theodore on the pass. Holtz on the breakup. Here's Nurse to Leon Draisaitl. Checked off the puck by Soul. He stays with it, and a good check there again by Soul. Culveray's on it now. He'll get it. Over now to Anderson. That one stopped. Up it goes now. Here's Brandon McNabb. Holtz. Here's Nick Hague. Centering pass, broken up. Culveray trying to take it. Not in time is going to happen. And the Oilers still lead after 40 minutes of play. Mark Stone with the goal to make it 3-2. It is a one-goal game as it's getting close here on the games here in Rogers Place.
And the shots after that second period, even at 9. Shots total 24 Edmonton, 19 Vegas. Hits are 19-18 in favor of Vegas. Time on attack, 6 minutes and 12 seconds for Vegas. 5 minutes and 9 seconds for Edmonton. Passing percentage is 81.6% for Edmonton and 76.1% for Vegas. Face-off wins 13-5. So Vegas had 4 face-off wins in that period. Penalty results are still the same.
It's not usual we're going to be seeing penalties in the first round as much. I don't think so. McDavid and Eichel, and it's won by Eichel. Centering pass, Mark Stone, and a stop for Skinner early. And here's a shot by Hannafin, not through. Skinner and Barbashev just puts it deep. Here's Stone, will send to Hannafin. That shot tips wide. Eichel, he gets dropped by Jeff Skinner. What a hit! And Connor McDavid, and he tries a trick shot there, trying to trick to the other angle. Belanger will stop it. Here's Bouchard, a one-timer that flies high into the back netting. Eichel, nice stretch pass, but that will be icing on Vegas. Barbashev not able to connect with that wide down pass.
Big hit by Stone here at the blue line on that last play for the Oilers.
And here's a shot, that one stopped. Pietrangelo, now Stone. A pass to Barbashev, that's way out of the reach of Eichel. And getting it to the point, Pietrangelo, a blast, and stopped by Skinner. And here's a pass, going in front, and Stone stick lifted by Skinner.
Vegas is not gonna touch it. Here's Ekholm trying to feed it, and onside they say. And getting it, and a shot, one-timer. Belanger will stop it and hang on. Draisaitl and Hurdle. Here's a shot, that one blocked. Here's Hurdle again. Darkness, Soul comes up with it. Here's Soul. The center in front, and a stop by Skinner off Alexander Holtz. Looking for the tying goal. Shea Theodore's shot, deflected kind of, and Skinner will stop that too. A great chance earlier in that rush. Soul to Holtz. And they get a good chance for their side. Good pressure by Soul on Colvray, and Soul claims it. And getting it across, it balls in a stop for Skinner. Spectacular. And getting it, Colvray a blast, and that was stopped. Nurse, Draisaitl, but picked up by Hurdle. Here comes Holtz. Alexander Holtz, a pass, and Skinner, another fantastic stop. Here's Soul. He'll wait it, and caught now by Holtz. Here's Carlson. Carlson will wait it. Whitecloud, that one blocked. Carlson around. Holtz again. That's around the boards, and Arvidsson has it. The Soul line is off now. A great shift for Darkness Soul though. Nicholas Haig, and that's far up the ice. Connor Brown right in time to take that. Here's Connor Brown centering that. Will get it. Ty Emberson blocked. And here's Tanner Pearson. Centering pass, Carlson. Ray and Carlson centering it. McNabb a blast, and that was stopped in the traffic. Carlson again. He'll fire, scores! William Carlson has tied it with his first Stanley Cup playoff goal. And from 3 down to tie it, Vegas does not give up. The defending champs are back in it, and Carlson is just able to walk in, and it goes off the blocker of Skinner and in. And I think Chris Knobloch is not going to like that, as Vegas has had a lot of pressure for most of this period. The reaction from Bruce Cassidy and the Golden Knight bench. And now William Carlson joins the three-point crew there.
Vegas Golden Knights goal, his first of the playoffs, scored by
is that
number
icing?
71,
No, it isn't.
William Carlson.
Stone.
The assist to number
Eichel.
7. Alex
Get it over. There's going to be a penalty on
Time to
Edmonton.
go.
Here's
13,
Ivan Barbashev. Stopped
third
by
period.
Skinner.
That is Carlson.
And Jeff
his first
Skinner
of
is
the
going to get a
playoffs
penalty here for
from
charging.
Pietrangelo at 13:54 of the third
Chris
period.
Knobloch wants to have a talk with the official. And this is a big power play for Vegas here, and there's the penalty right there. And if you're Edmonton, that's not a good penalty to take at this time of the period. It is late. It's a tie game, and you're up against the defending champs. So this is going to be a tough one. Bouchard trying to clear it. Janmark does, but that's just to center. Eichel centering it. That's broken up. Dorofeev. And one-timer, and stopped by Skinner. Puck is loose. Stone. Back to Stone again. Here's a shot. Stopped again.
Around, here's a pass. Eichel scores! Jack Eichel! And Vegas has come all the way back. And he's got 3 on the playoffs already.
A bomb here by Eichel. Oh man, that is a great shot by one of the Vegas superstars are right here. That goes to the blocker side, and Skinner is on a late reaction here. He is not in his butterfly position when that shot by Eichel comes. And there's more hype there on the Vegas bench.
Vegas does not give up as they now have the lead after being down 3-0. After being down 3-0 earlier in the game.
Vegas Golden Knights goal. His 3rd of the playoffs, scored by number 9,
and
Jack
trying to get a
Eichel.
shot to go.
The
Anderson
assist
did not
to
get a
number
good
16,
one.
Pavel
Here's
Dorofeev.
Barbashev
And
centering
number
it.
61,
Stone in and a
Mark
block
Stone.
there by
Top
Ty
of the goal,
Emerson.
15-17 of the third period.
3:42 now to go in the third.
That is Eichel, his
Vegas
3rd of the
in the
playoffs
lead.
from Dorofeev
4-3.
and Stone at 15-17 of the third period.
McDavid and Hurdle. And that's won by McDavid. And Holtz. Here's Darkness Solin and a stop there for Skinner. Almost the second of the game for Darkness Soul. It would have been the second straight game Vegas gets different players with multi-point games. Or multi-goal games, excuse me. Here comes Noah Hannafin, almost offside on that. Hannafin, point here, Hurdle. Holtz will send it to White Cloud through a screen of players, a maze. Here's Soul, stopped by Skinner. He's gonna play it out, final minute of the third. Can Edmonton push for a tie game? Ty Emberson, he'll get it on net, scores! Tie game! Matthias Eichel! That's his first of the series from a defenseman. And we are tied at 4 in the final minute of regulation.
There's the reaction from the Edmonton bench, and Chris Knobloch is loving it now as this crowd is on its feet now.
And here's Oil Country coming out with the Let's Go Oilers chant after getting the tying goal late in the third.
His first of the playoffs.
Getting it, Colgrave will center that. Eichel had it for a second, lost it.
Matthias
Colgrave will head back to retrieve it. Colgrave's gonna go in. Here he is, he shoots it, Belage at the stop and hangs on.
Ty Emberson. And number 97, your captain, Connor
Nugent Hopkins and William Karlsson.
Time of the goal, 1960.
There's a shot, good save by Belage. He'll hang on to that.
His first of the playoffs.
Belage is always a smart goaltender when it comes to covering the puck. You know, with the playoffs, you're trying to go for another championship. You got to be smart on these.
And lost control of that. Pietrangelo, Hannafin, Pearson, and that's out of the zone. Here comes Olofsson in the last 8. Olofsson, good block. Olofsson again, firing, that's wide. And he wants to hold it, and yes, they will go to overtime here in game 2. Matthias Ekholm with the goal that sends this game to overtime. The shots after that third period, 14 for Vegas, 7 for Edmonton. Combined shots of 33 for Vegas, and 31 for the Oilers. Hits are 29 Vegas, 26 Edmonton. Time on attack, 10 minutes and 31 seconds for Vegas, and 7:12 for Edmonton. Passing percentages, 78.8% Vegas, 77.5% Edmonton. Face-off wins 24-6. Oh my goodness. And we had a second penalty in this game, which was in that third period, and Vegas capitalized on it just 27 seconds into the power play. Anyways, overtime is up. Let's see who will win it. Here we go, Eichel and McDavid, won by Eichel. Vegas will go to work early. Trying to send it back to Vegas for Game 3 in Las Vegas. Evan Bouchard, Ekholm. Bouchard again, Ekholm. To Connor McDavid. And almost trying to fool Pietrangelo there. And here's Ivan Barbashev, centering pass. Jack Eichel. Here's Eichel. Pietrangelo around the net. Will go to Barbashev behind the net. Here's Pietrangelo. Scores! Game winner in Game 2. Alex Pietrangelo. And Vegas is in command in the series as they are up 2-0. And they're gonna head home, and they're gonna force the series back home, back to Vegas to try and get another.
A good shot here by Pietrangelo. We need to see, because I'm not sure if there was a screen in front of Skinner. Well, there must have been. We'll take a look here. And yes, there is. Who is that in front of the net? That's Jack Eichel in front. Takes away the vision of Skinner, as Skinner cannot react with the glove in time. And now Vegas takes a 2-0 lead in the series. Thanks for watching this second game of this series. We will see you in Vegas coming soon. Oh man, what a game. 5-4. That's another high-scoring game. Holy goodness gracious. Oh my God. All right, game two. Game two of this series between the Panthers and the Senators. Let's get this going. All right, let's get this second game going of the series. This should be a good one. All right, let's get it. Bobrovsky, all right. Allmark, we're good. These two goalies were good in game one. All right, let's go.
Welcome to the Emirates Bank Arena in Sunrise, Florida. Game 2 between these Atlantic Division rivals. The two Kachucks on the teams. And let's get game 2 underway. Florida took game 1 3-2. How will game 2 be? Let's find out. There's Gustav Forsling on the ice, who opened the scoring with an early goal. And here comes Matthew Tkachuk. He's on it. Cross Barkov. And a good save there early for Linus Ullmark. Here's Brady Tkachuk to Batherson. Centering pass will get it on the backhand. Forsling will let Bobrovsky cover that for a whistle. And getting it over, here's Zetterlund. That's wide of Shabbat, as he was kind of too close on him. And that's intercepted. Forsling, far pass to Ekblad. They go around, Sam Reinhart is with it, and that one cut off. Here's Dylan Cousins. Cousins on a pass back, Jensen. Bobrovsky makes the glove save, and he hangs on. Giroux and Verhaeghe. One by Giroux in a one-timer. Scores! And Ottawa has opened the scoring in game 2 from Claude Giroux, who was parked in front of the net. His first of the playoffs gives Ottawa its first lead of the series.
Well, a good positioning by Claude Giroux, and the one who seems to notice that there, who was that? That was next to him. That was Adam Boquist, who was next to him, and at least could have made a defensive player or something. But who knows? But Ottawa is up 1-0 early in this one.
And the shot scores! Wow! What a response by the Panthers! Adam Boquist gets gets it right back.
Oh man, what a response here. Boquist from some kind of angle here. He does not hesitate to get a shot on. And Allmark is kind of far to his left. It kind of makes sense why he does not get that with the blocker.
Ottawa goal. His first of the playoffs, scored by number 28.
Hamonic is with it.
The assist to
Dylan
number
Cousins
43,
will get it to
Tyler
Fabian Zetterlund
Number
again.
23, Travis Hamonic.
Here's a shot by Clevin, knocked down.
4:25.
Brad Marchand around. Boquist.
His first of the playoffs.
Here's Beast with it.
Clevin and Hamonic.
He'll stop it, he'll hold it, and Giroux is there with a good intercept pass to Carter Verhage. And it's icing on Ottawa.
His first of the playoffs, scored by number 34, Adam Boquist.
Giroux and Bennett on this face-off in front of Allmark, won by Ottawa.
Carter Verhage.
And getting a shot and a stop, and Cousins trying to fight to get back there. And Sam Bennett is with it.
4:55 of the first period.
Rodriguez, the far pass, Anton Lundell misses it, and it stays, and the play stays on. And Forsling will shoot it, another one, and that one blocked. Forsling again. Here's a shot to the net, blocked by Rodriguez. Here's Zetterlund, will get it to Artem Zub. He'll win it, getting to the net. Where is it? And Bobrovsky's got it. Stutzla and Luosterainen won by the Panthers, and now it's up to A.J. Guerrier. A.J. Guerrier will send it down from Jonah Gadjevich. That shot stopped by Allmark. Tim Stutzla not losing that puck. Good battle there. And going in front, Stutzla backhand, good look. Bobrovsky makes the save. In front is Tkachuk, and he can't get a shot on. A.J. Guerrier, Gadjevich, Eetu Luosterainen. Forsling being attacked. Here's Luosterainen, stop, rebound, and that one blocked. Stutzla, Sanderson now up to Brady Tkachuk. He'll snipe one on net, stopped there by Sergei Bobrovsky. And getting it, stopped there. Pinto, Boquist, here's Forsling. Sam Reinhart. Tkachuk, here's Barkov. Nico Mikkola, stop there. And now here comes Tkachuk again. 3-on-1 Ottawa. Tkachuk waiting it. He'll step away from all the traffic, and they fail to make an attempt. Here's Dmitry Kulikov. Good stop. And trying to wrap it around, and he does, but Allmark gets there in time to stop him at the post. 3.5 minutes to go in this first period. We are looking for the tiebreaker.
Well, that's a good chance there for Dmitry Kulikov there, trying to see that blocker side. There's not that much room from this angle as we're seeing. Not as much room as we thought we were going to see.
Nico Mikkola will send it to Kulikov. Mikkola lost that, and he's knocked down. And here's Michael Amadio. He's in and trying to get a short side, but Bobrovsky held his post. Marchand had it, then left it behind him. Mikkola, Beast. He's going to stay with it. Centering pass, broken up by Pinto. Here comes Shane Pinto. What a move. He's in on goal, and a good look. Good stop by Bobrovsky. Sanderson. McEwen blocked. Beast. Verhage. Back to Beast as he'll go down the center part of the ice. That was broken up. Pinto. And getting it and could not get a shot on it in time, and that ends the first period. It is a 1-1 tie after 20 minutes. There's the goal by Boquist that responded. And the shots after that first period, 9 for Ottawa, 6 for Florida. Hits are 12-6 in favor of Ottawa. Time on attack, 259 for Ottawa, 243 for Florida. Passing percentage is 79.1% for Florida, 77.1% Ottawa. Face-off wins 5-3 Ottawa. And I cannot lie, this has been a better game for Ottawa. You get off to a 1-0 start, but like they're doing more well in this game. They were down 3-0 in game 1, almost came back, but they need to play aggressive. And here's Aaron Ekblad, a shot, good stop there by Omar. Owen takes it away. Here's Kachukka with it. And here's Gustav Forsling, a shot into the corner. Sam Reinhart will try to swing it on the net. That one blocked away. Artem Zub, good holding. Getting it. Draws it, a shot. Good stop off Kachuk by Olmark. Barkov. At the point, will try a shot. That one was blocked. Here comes Tim Stutzla. He's in on goal, and Bobrovsky with the stop. Here's Alexander Barkov. And sending it far to the other side. That doesn't go anywhere. And trying to get it. Here's a pass on to the point. Zetterlund, Nick Jensen, he fires that one wide. Off the boards and collected by Nate Schmid. And that is icing on Florida. We are only 5 minutes and 8 seconds into the second period. Teams have been aggressive so far. Barkov and Pinto. And here's Schmid to Reinhart. And here's a shot and a stop. Rebound in front, and good look for Matthew Kachuk as he stopped by Olmark.
Matthew Kachuk must be very surprised of how the Ottawa Senators have been playing in this game, especially against a champion team.
And Michael Amadio will take it. Here he comes. He's in, and Bobrovsky with the stop. And Beast will come up for the Panthers. Here he is, and he'll dodge it to the point. Mikkola. And Kulikov, glove stop by Olmark. He hangs on. Verhage and Craig. And Mikkola shot. Good read there by Olmark. He steers it into the corner. Marchand. Beast. Try to center that in front. That doesn't go. Beast. Getting it. Stop. Rebound. Oh, what a stop. Linus Olmark. You're kidding me. What a stop as he was down and out.
There it is. It was on Brad Marchand too, and he is skyward after that. Look at the stretch by Olmark there as Marchand gets it on net. It's gonna go up the pad of Olmark on the last reaction there. But that stretch by Olmark is able to keep this still a tie game.
And Ottawa gets this face-off. Sanderson. And getting it, trying to pass the other way, but that doesn't work. And around the net, we'll get it for Hagee. And getting it, and a shot stopped by Olmark. Sanderson to Brady. Brady Kachuk losing it to Kulikov. Forsling. Here comes Evan Rodriguez. And getting in, and a good stop there. Kulikov. Kulikov again. Lundell will send it in front, and Rodriguez cannot get it. Batherson will try a shot that he was not able to get an actual chance on. Shabbat will take it the other way. Batherson. And getting it in front. Scores! Thomas Shabbat as he went right down the slot and buries it to the blocker side. And Ottawa is back on top.
Just a great pass here as Giroux just looks around and he knows, and Shabbat is wide open. He goes down the slot, one times that, and he knows Bobrovsky is going to be going toward the other side, and that's exactly what happened there.
Barkov and Giroux.
Ottawa Senators goal. His second of the playoffs.
Aaron Ekblad will get it over. Barkov.
Thomas Shabbat.
Kachuk.
The assist to number 28.
He's got it, and a shot. Glove saved by Olmark. Hangs on.
Drake Batherson. Time of the goal, 14:09 of the second period. That is Shabbat. His second of the playoffs from Giroux and Batherson at 14:09 of the second period.
Aaron Ekblad across to Barkov off of a down-checked Reinhardt there at the zone. And Jensen fights that off. Shabbat, now it's Zetterlund in front of the net. He does not get much there. Giroux trying to go in front. Here's Matthew Kachuk. Shabbat again. Boquist, and that's far out of his reach, and he's got it again. We'll send it. One-timer, Nate Schmidt, and that goes out of play. Ringing around the glass.
A high shot there by Nate Schmidt, and that's a heavy one.
And getting it, Nate Schmidt, a shot, stopping the rebound, loose, and Ridley Gregg clears it. And here comes Nick Cousins, the former Panther. We'll send it across to McEwen, that's out of his reach. And Pinto will get it to McEwen, that's across, and that doesn't go. 6 seconds left in the period. McEwen firing, and a stop, rebound, where's the puck? And it's caught by Florida. And they will clear. 20 minutes left to go. Can Ottawa hang on to this lead and send it to Ottawa?
And the shots after 40 minutes. 14 Florida, 4 for Ottawa. The total shots of 20 for Florida, 13 for Ottawa. Hits are 28 Ottawa, 15 Florida. Time on attack, 7 minutes and 42 seconds for Florida, and 4 minutes and 37 seconds for Ottawa. The passing percentages, 78.8% for Florida, 75.9% Ottawa, technically 76. Face-off wins 10-6 in favor of Florida. No penalties so far. Here we go for the third.
Here we go as it is the time of the third period, and we are underway. And getting it, Forsling to the net. That was stopped, and Tkachuk is now there. Sanderson. Here's Stützle. Centering pass, and that's somehow picked off by Forsling. And here's a shot, stopped by Bobrovsky. And now it's Batherson will send it. A shot, stopped there off Stützle by Bobrovsky. Here's Stützle again. He gets knocked down. Trying to go net front, and Tkachuk has got it. Here's Forsling, he's in, and a blocker stop there. Forsling again. Here is Batherson will send it. Scores! Tim Stützle! And for the first time this series, Ottawa has a 2-goal lead. Just under 4 minutes into the third, Ottawa makes it 3-1.
And that one is in and out in a hurry. That is a great shot by Tim Stützle. And it's going to go right over the blocker of Sergei Bobrovsky on this one.
Paul Maurice is not liking the plays from his team right now. Giroux in for Hagee.
Ottawa Senators goal. His first of the season.
By Giroux. Zetterlund toward the net,
Ottawa
deflected.
Goal.
Stopped by
His
Bobrovsky.
first
Here
of the
comes
playoffs,
Beast.
scored by number 18.
Beast will come
Tim
in,
Stützle.
and we'll give it to
Assist
Verhaeghe.
number 19, Drake Batherson.
And Nate
At
Schmidt,
number
firing
2,
stop, rebound for
Artem
Hagee.
Zug.
Trying to
Time
get
of
it
the goal,
back.
3:56 of the third
Giroux,
period. That is
Zetterlund.
Stützle.
A
His
shot
first
stop
of
in the
the
rebound.
playoffs
That
for
scrams
Batherson
out.
and
And
Zug
here comes
at 3:56
Verhaeghe.
of the third period.
Offside was Schmidt. And Evan Rodriguez is with it. Gives it up for Thomas Chabot. And getting it on net, Bobrovsky with the blocker. Trying to send it. And up goes to Anton Lundell. Big hit at the blue line there. And Sam Bennett a good chance. Stopped by Ullmark. Trying to send it. Here's a shot by Rodriguez into the glass. Stopped there by Ullmark. And getting it. Kulikov shoots and a good stop by Ullmark. And getting it. Sam Bennett. Oh, off the post. You can hear that from all the way up here.
Not sure how that hits the post. I mean, Ullmark was in time to his post there.
And Mikola's shot blocked. Hamonic now on it. Amadio. David Perron will send it. Shane Pinto stop, rebound. Almost carried into the Panther net. A.J. Greer. Dmitry Kulikov, good pressure there by Hamonic. Under 9 minutes to play in the third. And Nick Cousins knocked down. Sam Reinhart is on it. Reinhart making some decisions here, but he's too late to get a pass, so he gets checked at the last second. That's kept in. Here's Brady. He'll shoot it, stop, and the rebound just sat there for Batherson to get a chance there. And here's Barkov. Barkov centering it to Matthew Tkachuk, and he does not. And there's going to be interference call on Barkov. Barkov is going to head off for an interference call.
As the captain of the Panthers, you're not liking that one.
Here we go with the first power play of the series. Shot early on was stopped. And going in front, a shot. Good look there. And stopped by Bobrovsky. And now it's all the way down the ice. Shabbat getting it to Claude Giroux. Here's the pass. And Brady Tkachuk is stopped by Bobrovsky. And getting on the backhand. That was tipped by Stutzla. And Forsling. Ekblad to come in shorthanded. And now shot does not get through. And a poke check by Batherson on Ekblad. Here's Drake Batherson. Will send it. Scores! Claude Giroux. And it's 4-1 Ottawa.
Nothing really Bobrovsky can do about that one. His defensemen are kind of late there from Forsling and Luosterainen. They are the ones that come in a little late. Give no chance to protect their goaltender.
Ottawa Senators goal.
Nate Schmidt off the draw.
Second of the playoffs and second on the game. Scored by number
get it
28,
to Brad Marchand.
Claude Giroux. The assist to number 19.
Marchand will fake it going around the net completely.
14:41
Here's Dylan
of the
Cousins.
third period.
Here's Claude Giroux, snipes that one wide. Marchand on it again. Checked by Schmidt there on the boards. Good moves by Beast. He'll try a shot, blocked by Shabbat. Cousins. Zetterlund. And he's poked off the puck there. Boquist. Barkov. Schmid. Boquist. Reinhardt. And centering pass. No one is there. Igor Mikula's on it. Dmitry Kulikov. Kulikov. And can't handle that pressure. Nick Jensen. Final minute of the third now. And here's a pass, and that one was broken up, and they score! But they're not, they're gonna wave it off here. And the fans are not gonna like this one, but it does not matter, it's already over.
Yeah, Matthew Tkachuk tried to dive at that puck.
Paul Maurice is not going to argue that call, as he knows it's the right call. As Matthew Tkachuk dove into the net, and he got a piece of Olmark on that. Here's Reinhardt, stop there. Matthew Tkachuk, and now the puck is on the side of the net. 39 seconds now. Ottawa has been such a great team in game two. A shot stop, rebound all off the post from Michael Amadio. And here comes AJ Greer, and his teammate slows him down. And Artem Zub will get it down, and here they go. And a goal! Brady Tkachuk is first of the series. And now both Tkachuks have a goal. One from Matthew in game one, and now one from Brady in game two.
Pinto wanted to give it to Brady as soon as he saw him coming. Oh, man. And that shot goes far. That shot blocker side. And Paul Maurice is not going to like that, as Ottawa just keeps on pushing to try and get better here.
Ottawa Senators goal. His second on the game and second on the
Panthers were
playoffs.
looking for one
Scored
last
by
goal
number
before the end of this
28,
one.
Claude Giroux.
Mr.
The assist
There's a
to
shot.
number
Omar
19,
the save
Drake
with
Batherson.
5.1 seconds left.
Time of the goal, 14:41 of the third
Ottawa
period.
has played very
That is
dominant
Giroux, his second on the game
against the
and
Stanley
second
Cup
of the
finalists of
playoffs.
last year.
Assisted from Batherson at 14:41 of the third period.
And that is going to do it. Behind the net is Hamonic. That is it. As Ottawa ties this series at 1 with the Florida Panthers heading back to the nation's capital with a chance to get the series lead at home for their home playoff debut in Ovi's NHL. But anyways, it was a great battle between these two teams. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in Game 3 soon. Thank you, and good night.
Alright, chat, that is going to do it for this stream tonight. It is getting pretty late. I will stream tomorrow, probably a little earlier. Alright. Oh, I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.